What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be teaching you how to do an air dribble in Rocket League. Now, first things first, make sure you're using a car and camera setup that you're comfortable with. Personally, I use a Fennec, which is this car right here. But if you don't have that yet, you can either use the Octane or the Dominus. Either or, they're good for beginners when it comes to air dribbling. And I'm going to show you my camera settings so I can make it easier for you in case you're new to the game or you just want to change up your settings. These are the ones that I use. So yeah, let's get straight into it. What you're first going to do is you're going to go into free play and get into an arena map that you want to get into, and this is where you're going to start your practice. Now at this part right here, once you get into free play mode, you can press down on the D-pad to get the ball in front of you, which is going to help us and help you regardless to start your practicing. So when you have the ball in front of you, at this point in the game, I'm assuming you're platinum, but if you're beginner, you want to try to find ways to control the ball on the ground. As long as you get the control off the ground, these next steps will be completely easy for you. So let's restart real quick. So yeah, we put down on the D-pad and get ourselves situated. Now you want to get your car angled towards the wall. Now here comes the start of the dribble. Once you already mastered your ground dribbling, you're going to start dribbling the ball towards the wall and try to keep the ball centered in front of you of your car as you move. As you're driving, keep it centered in front of you. So next step, you want to pop the ball up the wall. The easiest way to know when to pop the ball is once the ball crosses this middle line on the wall right here. Once the ball is up, that's how you know you popped it up the wall. So let me just back up real quick and get to dribble. When you get here, pop the ball up. So yeah. So now, once you get the ball up, you want to get it at the right height. So you don't want to make it too high or too low. If it's too high, it'll hit the ceiling. Let me give you an example. If it's too high, it'll hit the ceiling or reach the ceiling. And if it's too low, I have trouble getting off the wall. Now, once you get the ball at the right height that you want, and launch it up. Like right here, it's pretty good. You want to aim your ball and the car towards the goal. No way like that. You want to try to make sure the ball is at a moderate height, not too high or too low. Now when the ball starts to float off the wall, you're going to jump off the wall with your car and give a small boost to follow it in the air. It's off the wall, jump, give a small boost to follow it. Try to make contact as soon as you leave the wall. That way you can start guiding the ball immediately. Now, here comes the fun part. Once you get the ball in the air, and because it's the fun part, it's also the hardest part, you want to control the ball in the air. You want to feather your boost by lightly tapping and keep your car lined up behind or slightly under the ball. You want to use your analog sticks also to make small adjustments while you're in the air. So here's what it fully look like. Get a ball in front of you, bring it up, pop it up, and then a feathering. That's a short example. I'm gonna try to show it to you again. Pop off the wall, feather, bring it towards the goal, score it in. Now once you keep practicing it. To get really good at air dribble, spend time in free play or training mode packs. You can also watch pro players by paying attention how they move their car, and most importantly, be patient. Air dribbling takes time and tons of repetition. So in short, this is how you perform in air dribble in Rocket League. Once you get the basics down, it becomes one of the most satisfying mechanics in game, and will definitely help you stand out in your matches. Now for this portion of air dribbling, it's for when you have a ball that bounces, right? Like a ball that goes up in the air like this, and it bounces up. This is for the more advanced players. I highly recommend this one you fully practice, because you can see it a whole lot in games. So essentially it's just once the ball bounces up, right, and it touches the ground, the instant it touches the ground, you're gonna jump and start your air dribble from it. So it looks something like this. So like it bounces up, you're gonna bounce off. The moment it hits the ground, bounce. That's when I hit the feathering. And it would just look like that. So this is for the more advanced players. Once you get a hang of the wall air dribble, you'll get into moments of games where it's going to be something like that, where the ball would be bouncing up, the instant it touches the ground, you jump, and feather in. Now, the thing about air dribbles too, is great for passing, it's great for just clearing the field out, and it even gives like more space for your teammate in situations where you'll see coming up in the next clips that I will show you right now. So yeah, that's how you perform an air dribble in Rocket League. Once you get the basics down, it becomes one of the most satisfying mechanics you get to learn in the game, and it'll definitely help you stand out in matches. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next tutorial.